Good morning, students. Today I'm going to take the topic number system, and specifically in number system, let us see what is addition and subtraction. Okay, in addition of integers, how do we define it? See, the number line is a simple tool to visualize addition of integers. When we use a number line over here, it will be easy to identify the addition part and the subtraction part. Okay, let's go on with an activity. Let us do an activity with a number line. Imagine that the number line is a road. Okay, we'll imagine that it is a road and you are standing at a point. One point you have to move forward, or otherwise on the other point you have to move backward. So we'll consider the forward point to be positive and then the backward point to be the negative part. See in the picture as given. See, your starting point will be 0, and if you move forward, that is towards the positive direction, name the numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And when you move backward, that is the negative direction, you can number it as -1, -2, -3, and this is the number line. Okay, students, I hope that you understand the number line, and now let us see how to add the positive and the negative integer. See, I told you previously that if we start from a particular point naming to be 0, and if we move forward, then we tell it as the positive direction. And imagine that from 0 you move a 5 steps ahead. So what will be the number? It will be +5. And in addition, if you maintain the same distance, that is towards the positive direction itself, if you maintain, it will be +5. And from the positive direction, if you move backward, that is from +5, if you move a 3 steps back, you name it as -3. So how can we add? See, -5 plus -3 is equal to 2. We have already learnt about some additive inverse properties. See, plus into minus will give you minus, and there is a plus in the middle of -3 and +5. So come on, so plus into minus first will give you. We saw about the addition of integers. Now we'll see the subtraction of integers. To subtract +4 from +7, how will we subtract? We'll see. Imagine that number line, you will be starting from 0, facing the positive direction. Now move forward 7 units, and that will represent +7, and turn towards the negative side. Then that will be the operation of subtraction, and then move 4 units forward. That will represent +4. Now we'll reach the integer +3. So +7 minus of +4. So I already told you minus into plus will give you minus. So it will be 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3. If you look into that picture, you will get a clear idea. Next, the same way we'll find -8 minus of -5. Same way, you'll be starting from 0. You'll be facing the positive direction. You will move 8 units backward from 0. That will represent -8. Then you will turn towards the negative side and move 5 units backward. Then we will reach -3. Now calculate -8 minus of -5. I already told you minus into minus will give you plus. So -8 plus 5 will give you 3, and use the higher numbers value, that is minus. So the answer will be -3. This is how you calculate the subtraction part in integers. Okay, using the addition of integers and subtraction of integers, we'll see some of the problems. And here the first one goes like, we have to state whether it is true or false. The first subdivision is minus 675 minus of minus 400 is equal to 1075. Now minus 675 minus into minus will give you plus 400. That is again minus into plus will give you minus. Minus 675 plus 400 is 275. Using the bigger number sign, it is minus 275, which is false. The second subdivision is 15 minus of minus 18 is the same as 15 plus 18. Okay. Now 15 minus of minus 18. Using those additive inverse, minus into minus will give you plus. So it is 15 plus 18. So it is the same, which is true. The third subdivision is minus 45 minus of minus 8 is equal to minus 8 minus of minus 45. Now minus into minus will give you plus here. So minus 45 plus 8. The same way, now subtract it. Minus 45 plus 8 will give you minus 37. Now minus 8 minus into minus will give you plus 45. Now subtract it. Minus 8 plus 45 will give you just 37. So there is a lot of difference. So the statement is false. Next we'll see the second problem. Kabilin was having 10 pencils with him. He gave 2 pencils to Sendil and 3 to Karthik. Next day his father gave him 6 more pencils. From that he gave 8 to his sister. How many pencils are left with him? We have to find that only. So now total number of pencils Kabilin had was 10. Number of pencils given to Sendil was 2 pencils. From that 10 he gave 2 pencils to Sendil. Next, number of pencils given to Karthik. From the 10 he will give 3 pencils again. So 3. Now we'll find totally how many pencils Kabilin will have in his hand. So how will we find 10 minus 2 minus 3? That is, we have to subtract from the total number of pencils Kabilin already had. So we'll subtract 10 minus 2 minus 3. Now first subtract 10 minus 2, which will give you 8, and then 8 minus 3, which will give you 5. Now number of pencils Kabilin will have in his hand will be 5 pencils. Next part of the question. Number of pencils got from his father was 6 pencils. And now add on those. That is the total number of pencils Kabilin will have after getting it from his father. How much? 5 plus 6. That will be 11. Okay. 11. Now from that 11 pencils, afterwards he had given 8 pencils to his sister. Yes, he's given 8 pencils to his sister. So how will we calculate that? We'll calculate it by subtracting again. That is 11 minus 8. Okay. How will we calculate? It is by subtracting 8 pencils from that total number of pencils, that is 11 pencils. So 11 minus 8. 11 minus 8 will give you 3. Okay. Now totally Kabilin will have only 3 pencils left out with him. We'll see the third problem. A lift is on the ground floor. If it goes 5 floors down and then moves up to 10 floors from there, then in which floor will the lift be? Okay, this you can relate it to the number line which I already taught you. Yeah, first see, initially the lift is in the ground floor, right? So we'll represent the ground floor to be 0. Okay, for clear information, that will be represented as 0. Now see, if it goes 5 floors down, they have told the lift goes 5 floors down. So how can it be 5 floors down? In the sense, it is the backward, which I already told you, it is downward. So it will be minus 5. Okay. Now again, then the lift moves 10 floors from there. If the lift is going 10 floors from that ground floor, you will get 10, right? It is going upwards, then it will be in the positive direction, so it will be 10. Now we have to find in which floor will the lift be. Yeah, in which floor the lift be. Now 0, that is starting from the ground floor, it goes to the floor down. So 0 minus 5, and from there the lift goes up, which is plus 10. So 0 minus 5 will give you minus 5, and then plus 10, right? Plus 10 the same, minus 5 plus 10. So minus into plus will give you minus there. So minus 5 plus 10 will give you 5. So now the lift will be in the 5th floor. That is calculating from the ground floor. Above the ground floor, the lift will be in the 5th floor. Have you all understood? I hope that you have understood it. Okay, we'll go to the 4th sum. The 4th sum goes on like, a student was asked to subtract minus 12 from minus 47, and he has got the answer to be minus 30. Is he correct? Justify. We have to justify the student's answer. So we'll subtract the problem like subtracting minus 12 from minus 47, and we'll see what we will get. Okay. Now write minus 47 minus of minus 12. We'll write it as minus 47, and the other thing is minus into minus will give you plus. So minus 47 plus 12. We have to subtract, and we'll get the answer to be minus 35. But the student has got the answer to be 30, which is not correct. The correct answer is minus 35. Yes, have you understood? Yes, I hope you would have understood. Okay, now we have come to the final problem, that is an objective type problem. It goes like minus 5 minus of minus 18 is equal to. There are 4 options naming 23, minus 13, 13 and 23. So we'll solve this problem. So now minus 5 minus of minus 18 is equal to. So minus 5 minus of minus will give you plus. It is plus 18. So on subtracting it, what do we get? The answer is 13. So the correct option is 13. Okay, thank you. And I hope you would have understood today's class, that is addition and subtraction using integers. Okay, thank you.